On to our speakers. The first speaker is Julia Meyers, PhD candidate in archaeology, supervised by Dr. Hugo Cardoso, and the title is Bone Development as an Expression of Social Realities in Modern and Past Children.
All right. So our bodies are constantly being influenced by our experiences in our lives. Every time we eat, every time we drink, every time we break a bone or get sick or suffer any type of hardship, it makes its way and embeds itself in our bodies and a lot of the times into our bones. So biological anthropologists have a lot of different tools that we use to study and visualize all the different ways that this can happen. So for example, malnutrition can be observed through growth disruption, like in the lines you're seeing in the teeth. Fractures, healed fractures, can show violence, such as in the top right-hand corner, the broken and healed bottom of the humerus. Disease, such as osteoporosis, can be seen in the demineralization of the bone, such as in the vertical section of the vertebrae. All of these factors, combined with a number of other techniques, can tell us about the stress that an individual would have experienced during life. So in my research, I'm looking to look at these types of stresses in individuals where we know a lot about their lived experience, but in an area of bone where not a lot of research has been done yet, the cortical bone. In terms of the individuals I'll be looking at, we know their age, we know their sex, we know their ethnicity, their manner of death, and a bunch of other information which can tell us a lot about their lived experience, more so than a traditional archaeological sample would be able to. In terms of the bone I'm looking at, it's one of the two types of bone found in the human body, it's cortical bone. And I'm looking to see if there's a relationship between cortical bone, which is that white scratchy part up on, or sorry, white, not the scratchy part, the white thicker part in that cross section, and stress. So I believe that individuals who experience more stress during their lifetime, so these could be people who were part of a marginalized group, or some aspect of their social identity is causing them to experience more stress, I believe that they're going to show distinct and specific patterns of cortical bone distribution, rather than, say, an individual that experienced less stress. So if this relationship can be found in modern populations where we know a lot about these individuals, then maybe it can be taken and put onto past populations where less is known about the types of social stratification that was happening at the time. Using these methods, in combination with all the other ways that biological anthropologists look at stress in bone, we might be able to tell something about the social inequality that was happening at the time. We have bones from a number of individuals from our shared collective human history. And if bodies do truly reflect our environments, then maybe if we can see something in them, it'll tell us something about the social inequality and something about the time and the place that these people were coming from. Thank you. Okay.
Questions?